through ink and measured breath, a house that studied name and death. 4 arts laid upon my hands to serve a fate I'd understand. He was not yet heaven's son, just a boy the storms would crown, a fractured throne, a quiet ache, a weight no child should have to take. At 14 years, one passing glance, no vow, no word, no second chance. Some threads are drawn without consent, some lives are chosen and then spent. My love, before they called you king, before you bore everything, would you have held me just the same if we had lived without a name? They call me fox, they call me flame, but once you softly spoke my name, and I have held that single sound through every lie that drags me down. She entered veiled in golden grace and learned the weight of every gaze. Silk could not conceal the air of quiet knives and careful stares. A fox, they said, a painted lie, a demon crowned in borrowed guise. The whispers came, the whispers stayed. She learned how truth could be remade. A scholar came with hollowed breath, with eyes that did not fear his death. She gave him place. The Zhao watched her far too long, her face. He spoke a world beyond the throne, of lives that might have been her own. When he was cast beyond the gate, he did not curse, nor beg, nor wait. Come now, he said, before it's late. I loved you even despite his name. Stay, or you will share his flame. She almost moved, almost stayed, but did not turn at his call of her name. My love, before they called you king, before you bore everything, would you have held me just the same if we had lived without a name? They call me fox, they call me flame, but you have never turned away, and I have built my life around the fragile truth in how you stay. Rivers cracked, the sky withdrew, no rain would fall, no harvest grew. The cries beyond the palace walls grew louder than the courtly calls. Far from sight where power strayed, men fed on what the people paid. The rot was quiet, deep, untold, it never wore the crown of gold. They say she bends the son of heaven, they say the gods have turned from him. They say her smile devours the just, they say her touch corrodes to dust. The whispers came, the whispers stayed, until her name became their blade. If something must be torn away to bring the rain to end this day, let it be me. If there must be a fault to name, a face to carry all the blame, let it be me. My love, before they called you king, before you bore everything, would you have held me just the same if we had lived without name? They call me fox, they call me flame, but once you softly spoke my name, and I have held that single sound through every lie that drags me down. Find me where there is a gentler shore, beyond the reach of crown and war, where names are small and hands are free, and no one asks what we must be. Not as a fox, not as a flame, not bound to blame, not you do, I would know you.